Welcome to our Sunday celebration on our channel. Today we commemorate the extraordinary actors who passed away on this day, June 2nd, 2025. Join us as we honor their remarkable contributions to the world of cinema. Our thoughts are with their families and fans during this time of remembrance. May their legacies continue to inspire us all. Before we begin, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more heartfelt tributes. They say true heroes don't wear capes, and Peter Kwong was the embodiment of that quiet heroism. He carried with him a calm strength, a deep sense of purpose, and an unwavering dedication to both his craft and his community. A longtime colleague once reflected that Peter didn't need to raise his voice to be heard. His presence alone inspired respect. Peter Kwong, who passed away peacefully at the age of 73, was far more than a recognizable face from the screen. He was a beacon of representation and a passionate advocate for progress in an industry that, for too long, failed to see the full humanity of Asian American performers. To many, he is best remembered for his unforgettable role as Rain in Big Trouble in Little China, where he brought a unique combination of energy, elegance, and mystery to the character. His performance in The Golden Child was equally memorable, showcasing his versatility and charisma, but Peter's contributions extended far beyond his acting. Behind the scenes, he used his voice to advocate for systemic change during a time when Asian American actors were often sidelined or reduced to stereotypes. He believed deeply in the power of visibility and worked tirelessly to create space for future generations. Over nearly 5 decades, Peter left his mark on both television and film. He appeared in a wide range of titles, from Gleaming the Cube and The Presidio to guest roles on iconic series like Wonder Woman, The A-Team, and Miami Vice. Each performance, no matter how large or small, was infused with sincerity and depth. Born in Los Angeles, Peter was also a trained martial artist, bringing authenticity, grace, and cultural pride to many of his roles. Off-camera, he remained a steadfast advocate for better, more meaningful roles for Asian actors in Hollywood. In 2023, he was honored with the Snow Leopard Award at the Asian World Film Festival, recognizing his lifetime of dedication to diversity and cinematic excellence. Friends and colleagues remember Peter for his gentle humor, quiet leadership, and uplifting spirit. One fellow actor shared, "Being around Peter made you want to be better, both in your craft and as a human being." As news of his passing spreads, so too do the stories of a man who led by example, brought imagination to life, and championed a more inclusive future. His legacy lives on, in memory, in movement, and in art. "He knocked me out because he had such a groove," Miles Davis once said. And indeed, that groove belonged to none other than Al Foster, a drummer whose rhythmic genius became the pulse of modern jazz. Foster, who passed away peacefully at the age of 82, surrounded by his loving family, leaves behind a legacy that resonates far beyond notes and measures. Raised in the vibrant cultural crucible of Harlem, Al's connection to music was almost elemental. From his earliest days, rhythm coursed through his veins, and by his teenage years, he was already performing alongside some of jazz's greatest icons. Yet, it was in 1972, when Foster joined Miles Davis's revolutionary electric ensemble, that the world truly began to understand the depth of his artistry. He possessed an uncanny ability to lock into a groove with such finesse and power that he could elevate the entire ensemble. His sensitivity and strength behind the kit made him a cherished collaborator, not only for Davis, but also for other towering figures such as Sonny Rollins, Herbie Hancock, and Joe Henderson. But Al Foster did more than keep time. He created space, emotion, and narrative through his drumming. His playing was an act of communication, a dialogue between musicians, and a gift to every audience. On landmark albums like On the Corner and Ekaro, he didn't just accompany, he transformed. Notably, he holds the distinction of being the only drummer to perform with Miles Davis both before and after the legend's storied retirement, a testament to his unmatched musical intuition. Offstage, Foster lived with the same integrity and soul he brought to his craft. A devoted father, he raised 4 daughters, largely on his own, with compassion and grace. As a partner to Bonnie Rose Steinberg, he remained present, generous and loving. Those who knew him speak of his warmth, his deep listening, and his ability to make others feel truly heard. With acclaimed albums like Mixed Roots, Foster revealed himself not only as a master percussionist, but as a thoughtful composer. His passing from natural causes marks the end of an era, and the jazz world mourns deeply. In losing Al Foster, we have not only lost a musical legend, we have lost a gentle giant of rhythm, humanity, and enduring legacy. She brought heart, humor, and humanity to every role she embraced. That simple yet profound tribute from a longtime colleague encapsulates the essence of Loretta Sweet, a gifted and versatile performer whose presence illuminated both stage and screen. Admired by audiences and held in high esteem by her peers, Sweet's influence extended far beyond the characters she portrayed. Her legacy is one of talent, tenacity, and timeless impact. Best known to millions as Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on the groundbreaking television series MASH. Loretta Swit passed away peacefully on May 30th, 2025, at the age of 87. Over the course of more than a decade on MASH, Swit transformed what initially appeared to be a comedic, somewhat one-dimensional role into a compelling portrait of strength, intelligence, and emotional depth. Her performance was more than acting. It was a form of advocacy. Sweet lobbied for greater substance and autonomy for her character, helping to redefine the portrayal of women on television. Her efforts resulted in one of the earliest and most enduring examples of a multidimensional female lead in American media, earning her 2 Emmy Awards and a permanent place in the annals of television history. Born Loretta Jane Swit in Passaic, New Jersey, she discovered her passion for the performing arts at an early age. She trained at the prestigious American Academy of Dramatic Arts, refining her craft through disciplined study and live performance. Her early years were spent in repertory theatre, where she developed the range and resilience that would later define her career. By the early 1970s, she had caught the attention of Hollywood producers, leading to roles in popular television programs such as Diagnosis, Murder, The Love Boat, and Gunsmoke. Her stage work was equally celebrated, with notable performances in Broadway productions such as Same Time, Next Year, and The Mystery of Edwin Drood. Beyond her professional accomplishments, Loretta Swit was deeply committed to causes close to her heart. A passionate advocate for animal rights, she worked tirelessly to support rescue efforts and promote humane treatment across the globe. She was also a generous mentor, offering her time, guidance, and encouragement to aspiring actors and young professionals in the arts. Her authenticity and compassion off-screen were as powerful and moving as her portrayals on screen. Loretta Swit passed away of natural causes, leaving behind a legacy that transcends accolades and awards. She touched countless lives, those who knew her personally and those who knew her only through her work. She made us think, laugh, and feel with remarkable grace. In every role and every gesture, she reminded us of the power of empathy, resilience, and humanity. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the recognition that something else is more important than fear. These words encapsulate the extraordinary life of Bernard Kerik, a man who, when the world turned away from disaster, stepped boldly into its heart. At the age of 69, Kerik passed away following a private battle with illness, leaving behind a complex legacy defined by resilience, duty, and unflinching resolve. To many, Kerik was the unwavering voice of reason during one of America's darkest hours. As commissioner of the New York City Police Department during the harrowing days following the September 11th attacks, he embodied the courage and determination that became symbolic of the city's refusal to crumble. His leadership helped steady a grieving metropolis, and his presence offered assurance when hope seemed elusive. Kerik's journey began far from the corridors of power. Raised in New Jersey, he left high school to join the US Army, serving in South Korea. His path was anything but linear. He worked in private security, held positions abroad, and eventually joined the NYPD in the mid-1980s. On the force, he quickly earned a reputation for fearlessness, dedication, and an intense work ethic that propelled him through the ranks. Appointed police commissioner by Mayor Rudy Giuliani, Kerik played a central role in rebuilding both the infrastructure and morale of post-9/11 New York. Later, his expertise was called upon again, this time internationally, when he was tasked with helping to establish law enforcement systems in Iraq under President George W. Bush. His career was decorated with over 100 commendations for valor, including honors for life-saving acts that underscored his unwavering commitment to service. Yet, Kerik's story was also one of human frailty. In the 2000s, he faced legal challenges that led to prison time, a chapter he confronted candidly in his memoir, From Jailer to Jailed. In 2020, he was pardoned by President Donald Trump and remained an outspoken advocate for Trump's policies. Despite controversy, Kerik remained deeply respected by many in law enforcement. Former FBI official Kash Patel hailed him as a warrior and patriot, while Giuliani reflected, "I was a better man for having known Bernie." Bernard Kerik leaves behind a devoted family, countless loyal colleagues, and a legacy that, though complex, remains undeniably impactful. His life was a testament to service, redemption, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. "My harp is my voice," Suzanne MacDonald once said. And for over 60 years, that voice spoke with stunning beauty, grace, and brilliance. Suzanne passed away peacefully at the age of 90, just after celebrating her milestone birthday. Though a quiet illness took her from us, her legacy is still very much alive, in concert halls, classrooms, and the hearts of harpists and music lovers around the world. Suzanne wasn't just a performer, she was a pioneer. She helped shape the world of classical harp like few others have. Her career took her across the globe, recording music that ranged from romantic sonatas to French classics and bold modern pieces from the 20th century. Whether performing solo or alongside others, she always brought elegance, emotion, and depth to every note she played. Her interpretations of works by composers like Rossetti and Duck are still considered shining examples of musical artistry. As the longtime chair of the harp department at Indiana University, Suzanne left an indelible mark on music education. Many of today's top harpists got their start thanks to her encouragement, wisdom, and belief in their potential. She had a gift not only for playing music, but also for inspiring others to find their own voice through the harp. She didn't stop at teaching and performing. Suzanne also looked to the future. She founded the USA International Harp Competition, giving talented young musicians a world stage to share their artistry. Today, that competition continues to thrive, a testament to the strong visionary foundation she built. Those who knew her best remember her not just as a gifted musician, but as a generous mentor and a kind soul. "She believed in us before we believed in ourselves," one former student recalled. Her warmth, dedication, and quiet confidence touched everyone she met. She made people feel seen, heard, and capable of great things. Susan MacDonald helped lift the harp out of the background and into the spotlight. Her life's work still echoes in every string plucked by those she inspired. While we miss her deeply, we celebrate the extraordinary legacy she leaves behind, a legacy that will continue to guide and uplift future generations. Lizzie Musey wasn't just a rising star in the world of street racing, she was pure horsepower wrapped in sass and spark plugs. A fan favorite on Street Outlaws and No Prep Kings, Lizzie zoomed through life with a fierce determination and a grin that could light up a drag strip. Sadly, she passed away on June 28th at the age of 33 after bravely staring down the most brutal race of her life, stage 4 breast cancer. But if you knew Lizzie, you know she never let anything slow her down without a fight. Born into a family where engines were practically lullabies and tire smoke was the family perfume, Lizzie was destined for life in the fast lane. Her dad, Pat Musey, a legend in his own right, handed down not just his wrench, but his passion for racing. Still, Lizzie didn't just ride coattails. She grabbed the wheel and made her own name known with unmatched skill and a bit of cheeky charm. Alongside partner Kai Kelly, she rocketed into racing fame, earning a reputation for her no-nonsense, full-throttle style and magnetic personality. When cancer threw a wrench into her plans, Lizzie didn't hit the brakes. Instead, she shared her journey openly with fans. Hospital visits, chemo sessions, even the moment she shaved her head, all with honesty and humor. One minute she'd be tackling tough treatments, the next she'd be elbow deep in a catfish hole or dancing through girls' night like nothing could stop her. To Lizzie, cancer wasn't just a diagnosis. It was her toughest race yet, and she handled it like a true racer. Eyes on the prize, foot on the gas, and a fearless attitude that never wavered. Her strength inspired thousands, not just in the racing scene but across the world. Though the finish line came far too soon, Lizzie Musey leaves behind more than just a legacy of wins. She showed us that courage can be loud and bold, that resilience has a smile, and that even when life throws its worst, you can still live it wide open. Her story continues to inspire, revving hearts and spirits everywhere. Reynold White, a pioneering figure in both the modelling and acting worlds, passed away on June 26th at Lenox Hill Hospital in Manhattan. He was 80 years old. The news of his passing was confirmed by his longtime friend, acclaimed fashion designer Jeffrey Banks, in a statement to Women's Wear Daily. Although the cause of death has not been publicly disclosed, White's legacy remains deeply etched in the fabric of American fashion and entertainment history. White made a historic mark in 1979 when he became only the second black model to appear on the cover of GQ magazine, a groundbreaking achievement following the debut of Ursalthaus in 1977. At a time when diversity in fashion was severely limited, White's presence challenged norms and opened doors for future generations of black models. His career spanned several decades and included collaborations with some of the most celebrated designers of the era, including Bill Blass. He also walked the runway for legendary fashion houses such as Calvin Klein, Donna Karan, and Ralph Lauren, making him a familiar and respected figure on the international fashion circuit. Jeffrey Banks, reflecting on White's influential career, called him a trailblazer who broke significant barriers for black talent in an industry historically dominated by white models. Banks fondly recalled their first meeting in 1971 during a Ralph Lauren fitting, an encounter that marked the beginning of a lifelong friendship. He also noted White's immense pride in celebrating his 5-decade milestone in the fashion industry with a commemorative event held in his hometown of Newark, New Jersey. Beyond the runway, White explored his passion for acting. In 1985, he took a brief hiatus from modelling to portray William on the daytime soap opera, The Guiding Light. His acting portfolio also included a role in the cult classic film The Stepford Wives, as well as appearances in off-Broadway theatrical productions. In a 1987 interview with The Morning Call, White credited his father, whom he described as impeccably stylish, as the inspiration behind his love for fashion. Born and raised in Newark, White attended Rutgers University before launching his career through the Zoli modeling agency. His funeral is set for July 12th at 11 a.m. at the Wigham Funeral Home in Newark. Reynold White's enduring legacy as a barrier-breaking model and actor continues to inspire and uplift the worlds of fashion and entertainment. Keke Jabbar, a vibrant and indomitable presence best known for her role on ON's reality television series Love and Marriage, Huntsville has sadly passed away at the age of 42. Her untimely death was confirmed by her cousin and fellow cast member, Letitia Moore Scott, who has respectfully asked for privacy as the family navigates this time of profound grief. Surrounded by her devoted family in the comfort of her home, Keke departed peacefully, leaving behind a legacy etched in laughter, resilience, and an irrepressible zest for life. Born into a close-knit and spirited family, Keke quickly became recognized for her fiery temperament, sharp wit, and magnetic charisma. Her energy, both on and off the screen, was impossible to ignore. Throughout her journey on Love and Marriage, Huntsville, a series that chronicles the lives of 3 successful African-American couples in the thriving city of Huntsville, Alabama, Keke carved out a unique space for herself. Her participation was marked by an unfiltered honesty and fearless engagement with life's trials and triumphs, especially as she balanced the intricate demands of entrepreneurship and familial relationships. Among the most poignant moments of her time on the show were her impassioned conflicts and heartfelt reconciliations with her cousin Letitia. These exchanges offered audiences a raw and authentic glimpse into the complexities of family dynamics, underscoring Keke's commitment to truth, growth, and emotional transparency. Her willingness to be vulnerable on camera endeared her to viewers and solidified her status as a beloved figure within the reality TV community. Beyond her television persona, Keke was a dedicated mother, a treasured sister, and an unwavering friend. Her entrepreneurial spirit was most recently channeled into the launch of a swim wig line, a venture she proudly unveiled during a festive Memorial Day weekend family gathering. This endeavor not only reflected her innovative mindset, but also her ability to transform personal passion into purposeful business. As the entertainment world and fans alike mourn this devastating loss, Keke Jabbar's legacy endures in the laughter she sparked, the lives she touched, and the example she set as a woman of strength, creativity, and heart. Her family extends heartfelt gratitude for the outpouring of love, a tribute to a life lived with unmatched authenticity and vigor. Rick Clough, 1950 to 2024, was a distinguished Canadian journalist, best known for his role as the longtime host of the early edition on CBC Radio Vancouver, a position he held from 1997 until his retirement in 2018. Over the course of his remarkable career, Clough earned widespread recognition for his contributions to broadcast journalism, including induction into the Canadian Football Hall of Fame and the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award from the Canadian Radio Television Digital News Association, RTDNA. Born in Toronto, Clough was profoundly influenced by his father, a former Air Force radio host whose complex views on the media, particularly the CBC, initially discouraged Clough from pursuing a similar path. Nevertheless, after being expelled from school in the 10th grade, Clough demonstrated considerable resilience, continuing his education at Seneca College and later the University of Western Ontario. It was during this time that he gained foundational experience working with campus radio stations, igniting a passion for broadcasting that would define his professional life. In 1976, Clough joined the CBC as a sports journalist, embarking on a dynamic career that included coverage of numerous Olympic and Commonwealth Games. His on-the-ground reporting during the 1996 Centennial Olympic Park bombing in Atlanta was particularly impactful and led to an offer to host his own radio program. This opportunity marked the beginning of his influential tenure with the Early Edition, where he became a trusted voice for listeners across British Columbia. Clough's journalistic scope extended far beyond sports. His reporting from Cold War-era Moscow and Prague during the World Hockey Championships reflected a broader dedication to international and political contexts within sports journalism. In 1999, his accomplishments were formally recognized with his induction into the Canadian Football Hall of Fame. In 2017, Clough underwent open-heart surgery due to hereditary heart disease, which ultimately led to his decision to retire later that year. He was succeeded by Stephen Quinn. In 2018, Clough's career was further honoured with the RTDNA Lifetime Achievement Award, underscoring his enduring impact on Canadian media. Rick Clough passed away on July 2, 2024, shortly after his 74th birthday, following a battle with cancer. He is survived by his wife and 2 children. His legacy is defined by his journalistic excellence, personal resilience, and unwavering dedication to public broadcasting. Jean-Pierre Descombes, born on December 20, 1947, in Moulins, France, and passing away on June 30, 2024, was a cherished icon of French television. Best known for his warm presence and charismatic delivery, Descombes captivated audiences across generations, leaving an indelible imprint on the world of French entertainment. He rose to prominence in the 1970s and 1980s, becoming a household name as the host of beloved programs such as Les Jeux de 20 heures and Les Petits Papiers de Noël on FR3. With his signature charm, wit, and approachable demeanour, he forged a unique connection with viewers, making his appearances on screen feel more like visits from a dear friend than performances by a presenter. As the television landscape evolved, so did Descombes. In the 1990s, he smoothly transitioned into voiceover work, lending his recognizable voice to popular shows like Le Juste Prix and Une Famille en Or on TF1. His adaptability and enduring appeal allowed him to remain a relevant and respected figure in the industry for decades. From the earliest days of his broadcasting career, Descombes distinguished himself with a rare blend of humour, sincerity, and professionalism. His versatility allowed him to host a diverse range of programmes, each marked by his unmistakable style and heartfelt engagement with audiences. Beyond his on-screen work, Descombes was deeply committed to philanthropic efforts, often using his public platform to champion causes close to his heart. His involvement in charity events and community initiatives demonstrated a generosity of spirit that endeared him not only to fans, but also to colleagues and collaborators. In his later years, Descombes bravely faced a battle with Parkinson's disease. Despite the challenges posed by his condition, he continued to work in the industry for as long as possible, embodying resilience and dedication until the very end. His passing in June 2024 marked the close of a remarkable chapter in French media history. Yet his legacy lives on, through the laughter he sparked, the lives he touched, and the countless memories he created. Jean-Pierre Descombes will be remembered not just as a presenter, but as a beloved figure whose contributions helped shape the golden age of French television. Richard Ferrongi lived a life that could easily inspire a movie script, full of twists, turns, and remarkable changes. Born on August 3, 1937, in Brooklyn, New York, his early years were anything but easy. Before making it in Hollywood, Richard worked as a butcher and even faced serious challenges, including a criminal record for armed robbery. But what's truly inspiring is how he turned his life around to become a well-loved actor known for his unforgettable roles. Ferrongi made a name for himself by playing tough, complex characters that audiences couldn't forget. His first big break came with a small part in the 1973 film Serpico, which opened doors to a career filled mostly with crime and action movies. Fans remember him best as mobster Tony Darvo in Midnight Run and as Peter Amadeso in Carlito's Way, roles where he brought gritty, layered personalities to life on the screen. But it wasn't just about playing the bad guy. In Sidney Lumet's Prince of the City, Richard showed off his range by playing Detective Joe Marinaro, a role that earned him respect as a versatile character actor. One of Richard's most memorable performances was as Arnold Plechner, a rent-a-cop in the cult classic Repo Man. His mix of intensity and dry humor made Arnold a standout character, with fans still quoting his lines today. Beyond acting, Richard also shared his incredible journey in his memoir, From the Mob to the Movies, where he gave readers a closer look at the ups and downs he experienced both personally and professionally. After a long career, Richard chose to spend his retirement quietly in New York's peaceful Hudson Valley, enjoying a life far removed from the chaos of his early days and the bright lights of Hollywood. His story is one of resilience, transformation, and the power of second chances, a legacy that continues to inspire both fans and fellow actors alike. Jerry West, who sadly passed away at 86 on June 12th, was nothing short of a basketball legend, so much so that his silhouette became the iconic NBA logo, earning him the nickname The Logo. Imagine having your shape immortalized on every basketball court and TV screen. Born on May 28, 1938, in the small town of Cheyenne, West Virginia, Jerry started with humble roots, but dreamed big. From the halls of East Bank High School to the courts of West Virginia University, he dazzled fans and foes alike. At college, he led the Mountaineers all the way to the 1959 NCAA championship game, snagging the NCAA Final Four Most Outstanding Player award, basically the college basketball MVP. Jerry's college stardom was just the beginning. He spent an incredible 14 years lighting up the NBA courts with the Los Angeles Lakers. Talk about consistency. 14-time NBA All-Star? Check. 12 times on the All-NBA first or second team? Double check. And don't forget, he snagged the 1972 All-Star MVP title too. But Jerry wasn't just about scoring points. His defense was so good he made the NBA All-Defensive teams, proving he could guard like a pro and score like a star. He even holds the record for the highest points per game in a playoff series, an astonishing 46.3 points per game. Though he made it to 9 NBA Finals, his single championship as a player in 1972 only fueled his legendary grit and determination. After hanging up his sneakers, Jerry didn't just disappear, he jumped right into coaching and executive roles. As the Lakers' general manager, he masterminded the Showtime Lakers dynasty of the 1980s, a golden era that brought 5 NBA championships. He also helped the Memphis Grizzlies break into the playoffs and played a crucial role in the Golden State Warriors championship runs. Later, he continued shaping teams with the Los Angeles Clippers, proving his magic wasn't limited to playing alone. Jerry West was much more than an icon. He was the embodiment of hustle, heart, and greatness. Whether as a player, coach, or executive, his impact on basketball is unforgettable and continues to inspire players and fans everywhere. His dedication and achievements will echo through the NBA for generations. Now that's a legacy worth celebrating. Steve Harvey is an American television presenter, comedian, actor, and author known for his charismatic personality and unique humor. Born on January 17, 1957, in Welch, West Virginia, Harvey grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and had humble beginnings. He worked a variety of jobs, including as a boxer, auto worker, and insurance salesman, before finding his calling in stand-up comedy. His journey to success wasn't easy, but his perseverance eventually paid off, making him one of the most recognizable and successful figures in entertainment. Harvey's big break came in the 1990s when he became a fixture on the stand-up comedy circuit, quickly establishing himself as a rising star. His natural ability to connect with audiences through his witty, down-to-earth style made him a fan favorite. In 1996, he landed his own sitcom, The Steve Harvey Show, which aired on the WB network for 6 seasons. The show, co-starring Cedric the Entertainer, was a major hit and earned Harvey widespread recognition as a television star. However, it was his work as a game show host that elevated Harvey to new heights of fame. In 2010, he became the host of Family Feud, a role that has since become synonymous with his name. His quick wit, impeccable timing, and ability to relate to contestants have made Family Feud one of the most popular game shows on television. His hilarious interactions with contestants have produced viral moments that have helped the show stay relevant and beloved by audiences of all ages. Beyond Family Feud, Harvey has expanded his reach in television with the Steve Harvey Morning Show, a popular syndicated radio show that he has hosted since 2000. In addition to his hosting duties, Harvey has also written several best-selling books, including Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. The book, which offers relationship advice from a male perspective, was a commercial success and was later adapted into a successful film franchise, Think Like a Man. Despite his success, Harvey has also faced personal and professional challenges. He has been open about his struggles with homelessness early in his career, spending years living out of his car while pursuing stand-up comedy. Harvey credits these difficult times for shaping his work ethic and helping him appreciate his success. In addition to his entertainment career, Harvey is also a philanthropist. Through the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation, which he co-founded with his wife Marjorie, he provides mentoring programs and scholarships to underprivileged youth. The foundation reflects Harvey's deep commitment to giving back and supporting the next generation. Steve Harvey's versatility as a comedian, TV host, actor, and author has made him one of the most successful and beloved personalities in the entertainment industry. His journey from humble beginnings to multi-platform success is a testament to his talent, hard work, and perseverance.